Thank you for stopping by. I'm DJ Isak from K-Popin on Arirang Radio, and you are listening to our segment, Casa Love. On Casa Love, we sit down with our guests and talk about K-pop lyrics, act out the situations, and give our own thoughts as well. We hope you enjoy this episode. It's a chance to find out what the lyrics to your favorite K-pop songs mean, learn the phrases and situations on Casa Love.
Yes, and the tan legend. I'm sorry, did I just steal your thunder?
No.
The tan legend and Tia, who's looking like she's been outside a little bit. I don't know, you're looking a little tan. Hello, everybody.
I just love that transition. I just quieted down and he just completely took over.
I shot out of a cannon this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. Okay, so Tia and Joel are in the studio. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. So I totally stole your thunder. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it. No.
I was like,
You're getting back into the radio groove.
I know. I was like, is she going to transition to something else or is this my time to pop in? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
You can do whatever you want on this show.
Oh, don't tell me
Pidinim
that.
and I were kind of joking around. We were just like, maybe we should have Joel sit in my seat today.
No, I don't have the Jashin, the confidence to take over the seat that is Isak's seat. There's no way. The one and the only irreplaceable.
All right, so how has your week been to the both of you?
I've been very, very, very busy. Doing, this thing that I've been doing, and also this show that I've been doing, but also, I've been doing a lot of like recordings and stuff. I've gotten to the point now where I have like some canker sores on my tongue. Like, I know that's gross, but like I've been, when you're tired and like I haven't been able to sleep much, and
you know how I know that he's been busy?
Mm-hmm.
When you're tired, you talk more.
Really?
That's true.
So this is his tired mode.
Oh.
So like the very fast, like continuous talking is when he gets tired. It's, like most people, it's the opposite, but he gets his energy from somewhere.
She would know better than anybody because she sees me when I'm really tired, and she says that I'm annoying. So she says you talk too much, just be quiet, But I can't. It's just not in my makeup. The only time that I'm quiet is like the 1 hour after I wake up, and I'm just kind of like collecting myself, and then after that it's full throttle.
Why is it 1 hour after?
Because I need like a time to get up. I have my coffee and I collect my thoughts.
So you're charging for the 1 hour?
Time.
It's like,
loading. Joel loading.
That's right. I was like, I'm going to see Tia today. I better do extra charging today because, I know that Tia, I like to get on her nerves by talking so much.
Tia, how's your week been?
I've been chilling down, just enjoying the weather, checking out like the river and everything, spending time with Mochi. So yeah, I'm relaxing, enjoying it.
Good.
Hey, listen, the weather's not too hot.
Yeah, the weather's been very enjoyable. I don't think I've ever said that the June weather has been enjoyable. The humidity is awful, yes, but we've been having some significantly cool evenings and mornings. So like when I leave the house, I'm not walking out at like 10 a.m. being like,
Yeah, that's really weird though.
Yeah, which is not normal because this is the weather we've been having now is kind of May weather.
Yeah.
And we were getting June weather in May, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm wondering because they said that next month here in Korea is going to be really, really rainy, like the whole month.
Oh no! So
monsoon?
no. So they're saying that for July and August, the forecast, anyways, they're predicting 4 days of sunshine. No,
Ooh.
4 days of no rain, and the remainder 2 months, nothing but rain.
I don't know if I trust them though, because they're never right.
But they have been correct on like the fact of, are we going to get a lot of rain
Precipitation.
or like no rain at all? But like they're predicting nonstop rain. Now, we had this in 2011. The reason why I remember it so distinctively is because when I was doing my musical, every day, like during our summer run, I remember it being somehow rainy. And the Hangang River overflowed really early.
Oh yeah.
So every time we had more rain, the highways kept going deeper and deeper underwater.
I remember this.
And like all of the parks at the Hangang were all underwater, like not just for like a week or so. Because normally during monsoon season, we get about a week or so where we can't use the parks. Like, that's normal. But no, it was like almost the entire summer months.
Wow.
That was when they had that really bad monsoon that messed up like the Arirang area, right?
Right.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's
It
around.
like ripped up
Mountain,
trees.
the
and,
Umielsan Mountain, started coming down. Yeah. So like, I'm just worried that that's going to happen again. Because it has happened.
Right.
Like we've had, it's not just our monsoon season. It's just like monsoon season plus we get a lot of typhoons around that area, like a time of frame. And just like those, like the typhoons from other regions, like the monsoon season and all of that just kind of accumulated on top of each other. And then we just started seeing like 1 week after 1 week after 1 week after 1 week of just like nothing but rain.
Right.
In the forecast. So I'm very scared.
Well, you know what though? Obviously when you have typhoons or monsoons or whatever, like, you know, people like it messes up with properties and rips stuff up and everything. But I'm actually looking forward to a lot of rain.
Why?
Because like I really like rain for one. I think it's very romantic when you're just laying in bed by yourself and you just listen to the rain. You know what I mean?
I mean, I
What's
do
your
like going to
MBTI?
cafes.
INFJ.
You're an F, right? Oh, okay.
And then like also people won't call me because you know no one wants
one's
to go
going out.
outside anyway. So you know,
I mean, I will say I do like going to cafes with large windows and just watching the rain fall. But I will say last year it wasn't even monsoon when they had that huge flood. My car was underwater.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
And I do not want that happening again.
Her car like short circuited because it was like underwater. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Her car was in the repair because everyone in Korea had to get their cars repaired because it was all
Well, not even
flooded.
repaired. Do you know how many cars were thrown away because it was just underwater?
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh, it took you like a month and a half to get your car back.
Yeah.
Here comes Tia pulling up on the bus. I remember that. Oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully it's not that bad because a lot of people, you know.
I think this is like the sad truth about growing up is like, you know, when you're a kid, you don't have a car to take care of. You don't have, you just enjoy everything.
Right.
But like, you know, as you get older, like, you know, even for me, I love snow. I think snow is so romantic. Every time it snows in Korea, I'm just like,
Oh, I hate it.
please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Please don't freeze. Stop snowing. Stop snowing. Stop snowing. Stop snowing. Stop. It's like, don't like snow more than 2 inches because I can't get to work. And then like, you know, don't freeze.
Yeah.
It just, I've just become a really grumpy old Scrooge.
Let's use you guys drive. You know, the thing about Korea is like the weather's so unpredictable. It's really unpredictable. Like you need like volcano insurance because you never know. You know what I mean? Like it's that bad. But let's pray and hope that we have good weather, but not too good because people are going to be calling me out. I'm trying to go out. So, I mean, you know, just, you know, in the middle somewhere.
All right. So we'll see. We still have a few weeks left. So I'm really hoping that June doesn't go too fast because I'm kind of worried about our monsoon season this year. Anyways, for our Casa Love, because we do talk about things more than just what we've been up to, the Casa Love song is, we don't really take much from indie artists, but I'd have to say that our artist today is like mainstream indie, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
an indie artist, but he does have a pretty big following.
Right.
So Tia, take it away.
All right, so today we have 커피 소년 or Coffeeboy, and the song is 장가갈 수 있을까 or Can I Get Married featuring Nettie. Yes. It was released in 2010.
Oh, this song has already been out for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what song it was until I heard it. And then I was like, oh, this song.
Yeah, because like even me too. I was like, wait a minute, I think I know this song. And then I played it. I was like, oh, I know this song.
Yeah.
It's on a lot of variety shows, I think. They play. I've heard it a lot.
I mean, you know, because like I was a trainee at around this time, or like not this time, but like a couple years after this. And I remember that from like 2010 to 2014, 15-ish, these like the indie artists with the type of this music that this song was like really, really popping. Like it was really big.
Right. I think I have to agree. A lot at that era, I feel that a lot of indie artists started really gaining like a mainstream platform for about 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. And I remember there was a lot of singers that came out during this time that were not. So when you imagine K music, right? K-pop, and when you imagine the idols and the ballads and like you get the staples, right? But then this like kind of cropped up out of nowhere. I mean, it's always been there, but it kind of like blew up around this time. And I remember my playlist was just filled with songs like this. Everyone kind of knows this song if you hear it. But like you, I didn't actually know what the name was or who sang it or anything like that. I just know that I know it. Like
I think it was funny because even when I was listening to it, I remember the song so well, but I didn't realize the lyrics.
Oh.
So like it says, "Can I get married?" in lyrics like repeatedly, and I was like, "Oh, that's what they were saying."
Right. No, Tia made a really good point. So you know how like people say, I mean, I've seen a lot of like TikToks and reels about like, oh my God, how vulgar like pop music was in like the 90s and 2000s. And I was like, wait, like we all knew what we were singing to.
Yeah.
To say that we weren't is a little bit of an understatement, but we just liked it because it was in the charts. It had a catchy beat. I think that's kind of what our concept is for Casa Love in general. We sing all these songs. We're singing along to the lyrics, but we're not really putting two and two together.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel that the first thing you play the song is "생각할 수 있을까" is literally what he first sings in the song, and it repeats himself entire song. But like you sing along to it, and I've sung along to it, but I never put two and two together. I've never been like, oh wait, what?
I mean, unless you're like in a music analyzation mode or something. Like I just listen to music. I know what I'm saying, but I kind of just turn my brain off.
Right.
And like
right,
I just
right.
listen to it. Like I don't think at all. Like
I think that's what the point I'm trying to make. Most of the time as listeners, we don't really unless it's like a power ballad. You know what? Like, and even then, to be honest with you, like a lot of the Celine Dion songs, like Whitney Houston songs, like I was belting out like Whitney Houston songs from The Bodyguard when I was like 10. You know what I mean?
Bodyguard.
Like,
oh, I haven't heard that in a while.
I mean, like, you know, it's just like, what is a 10-year-old going to be knowing about? I have nothing. Who's going to know about that? You know what I mean?
No.
It's just,
Right.
you turn your brain off when you sing songs.
Yeah, exactly. You think I'm actually like, when I'm like singing along to like, you know, filthy rap songs or something, like, do you think I'm actually internalizing all of that? No, it's just like a fun song to sing, you know, or rap or whatever, you know.
Aaron is throwing shade at us.
What's he saying?
Wait. Is that what the theme of Casa Love is? I thought this is just about relationships.
Listen, I've learned a lot on this corner. What was the last corner that I did before this? The fashion one. Wait, not that one, but this one now. I'm looking at learning all of these. They're usually related to relationships in some way.
Right. I mean, we do tend to focus on them as well. But yeah, I mean, the reason why we're looking at all of these songs is because the basis is the song lyrics are something that you probably didn't expect them to be.
I mean, we're all, you know, singer-trushing people, and we don't even know this. So, you know, honestly, my debut song, I don't even know the lyrics. I don't know what they're talking about in this song.
When I recorded my first album, especially my debut single, I was just like, I'm 16. What do I know about a guy cheating on me?
There you go. But you look at it all these years later. Now you read, I'm like, dang, what was I singing? Isn't that kind of what's going on now?
Yeah, but if that actually did happen to me, I don't think I would have put it into a song. But
I mean, you guys are lucky. I was just singing ba 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 like
your song.
what?
I don't even. What? I've never even. Okay, Takanim next week. Tia's debut song. We have to do it. We've done all of our songs. It's time for her. She's never done it yet.
Have you guys done your song?
Oh, we haven't done mine either, but we listen to it a lot on the radio show for some reason.
They made me do my song, but then we.
All right, we should go down the line. So Isak's already done it. We can do Tia, then me, then we'll circle back and we'll do like her Suroko.
But the thing is like my debut single though, it was perfect for Casa Love because it's a messed up lyric.
It is. It is not appropriate for 16-year-olds to be singing, if we're going to be honest.
The opening line of my debut single was, "Last night your other side chick called me." That's the
opening line.
어젯밤 새벽에 너의 다른 여자한테서 전화가 왔어. That's the first line of the song. And I was 16 when I recorded that thing. 16 when I recorded
And
that.
you know it was serious because that was 2002 and they had landlines back then. So you knew it was going down. You know, ain't no cell phones.
Ain't no cell phones. We had cell phones in Korea. What you talking about?
Oh, did we? Oh, I'm sorry.
We were past pagers in 2002.
There's Isak on a phone with a line on it.
That's definitely not. That's definitely not. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be looking at "Can I Get Married" as kind of like the skit for today. But who is going to be what? How is this gonna play out? Stay tuned to find out because I think we're gonna get straight to our acting. Are you guys ready?
Always.
Yes.
As always. All right then. Music cue. Oh my goodness, what could be so important that these two have to meet up with me at this hour? Just what now?
Do you think I'll ever get married?
Married? Wait, what has brought this on?
What do you mean? I'm running out of time. I'm only getting older. My friends are getting married and having kids.
Me too. I mean, this is one of the biggest concerns I've been having. So,
Wait. Tia, what is going on?
do you think I can get married this year? Why is time going by so fast? I mean, I'm gonna lose all my good looks before I get married.
Wait, what has gotten into you two? If you guys want to get married that bad, just marry each other.
Ew! No.
Okay, then then how about this? Take the blind dates that I've been trying to set you two up on.
That's the thing. I don't think I can date anymore. Women are so complicated. I don't know what to do.
I know, it's the same thing with me too. I just don't get men. It concerns me. I can't even see myself married anymore. Even though I want to get married. You know what I mean, right? Everything's just so complicated. I'm a woman, but I don't even know what I want anymore.
With my current income, I'm so busy paying off debt at this rate, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life alone. I really don't want to be single this holiday season.
Me too. I never knew we had so much in common.
Okay, I know you hate this idea, but seriously, it sounds like you two are just the perfect match for each other. Now, I was joking earlier, but now I really do think you two should go out.
No, I truly am going to find someone and get married.
No, I am truly going to find someone and get married too.
We will get married!
We're gonna get married!
장가갈 수 있을까?
시집갈 수 있을까?
장가갈 수 있을까?
시집갈 수 있을까?
올해도 가는데
올해도 가는데
장가갈 수 있을까?
시집갈 수 있을까?
누굴 만난다는 건
All right, so today's song we covered was Coffeeboy or 커피 소년 with the track 장가갈 수 있을까? Can I Get Married? And I feel that the reason why we really haven't been looking over the lyrics too deeply is because there's not a lot of newer terminology that our listeners could be looking over to. But today's topic pretty much is can I get married? And we were just talking about this during the song break, but Joel was mentioning that if you look at the skit in Korean, it makes a lot of sense, but he feels that a lot of his non-Korean friends are not really going through this, but let me give you what our listeners were saying.
Okay.
Jake is saying, I can really relate to today's skit. My friends that are in their mid-20s are already married and have kids, while I'm still living here living in my parents' house. There is no shame in that.
Absolutely not.
And let's see here. Aaron was just like, at this point, someone should just break out and with a newspaper and whack them both in the head. I think he's talking about the characters.
Yeah.
You and me.
Yeah.
Please don't do that in real life. You might catch these hands.
Pretty much saying there's more than life than just getting married. And a lot of times, y'all are so blind you can't see the perfect match beside you, which actually does happen. Hannah says, similar to me, I have people my age already married, even some of my friends, and it's just so surreal. And I'm just barely starting my own life. Whereas Jingo was saying that same that my friends are getting married and having kids and stuff like. Meanwhile, I just have been on plenty of dates, but I've never really had a boyfriend, and I pretty much have just given up at this point.
There's no such thing as giving up, number one. But I mean, if you think like me, everyone has a different opinion on this topic. You know what I mean? There's a lot of factors that play, like familial pressure and, society and like all things, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I tend to be more of like I know it's selfish, but like a my way kind of person when it comes to this. My life. Like no one's going to tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, whatever.
So obviously, like today's, the song itself, 장가갈 수 있을까, it's kind of talking about, like my friends are getting married, like, everybody around me is settling down. It seems like the world has everything like worked out, but you feel like left behind. And I want to ask both of you, have you ever felt that? Like has, not necessarily peer pressure, because I doubt that anybody ever really like peer pressures people to feel this, but just like naturally seeing like, on social media, your high school friends, junior high friends, college friends, like they're having kids, they're getting married, you start going to more weddings and stuff like that. So Tia and Joel, both of you, have you ever kind of felt like, yo, wait, What about me? Do I have to get married now? Have you ever felt that?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I think for me, there's not a lot of people in my
Circle?
circle that have gotten married. Even if there are people that I know that have gotten married, I'm not like super close to them. And I think also just the values are very different from those people compared to me. Like for me, I'm very career oriented and I'm very independent, I feel like. So I don't feel the need to settle down.
Right.
While as I know other, especially some of the girlfriends that I had, they've always wanted to settle down. Oh, I just want to be a wife. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's totally a choice. But like, that's their dream. But for me, it's not really my dream. So I guess that's maybe why I've never been like pressured into it, I think.
Right.
There's one thing that I feel that I've been noticing a lot as well is the pressure to have kids.
Ooh, yeah.
So
That's a big one.
Yeah. So not just, by your parents or, your peers or whatnot, but just, yourself as individual, especially as women, since we're the ones that have to carry the baby for so long. Tia, have you ever felt like, I want kids, so I have to do it now? Like, do you feel pressured about your current age or situation? Like, you have a window. Do you feel you have a window that you need to kind of pursue?
I think luckily because my mom had me so late, she had me at 40.
Yo!
So for me, I think it's like, if it's meant to be, it will happen type of thing.
Right.
If I don't have one, then I don't have one. I think that's kind of how I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I used to really want one, but as I grow older, I'm like, if I have one, it's nice, but I don't need to have a kid.
Okay.
Right. I mean, that's not, I think that might be a generation, like a generational thing, because like, as we all know, a lot of Asian countries right now have like lower birth rates and all
That's
that
true.
stuff. I think it's like a shift in values in terms of like having a family or getting married in general. Like both of those two things are definitely shifting a lot from how they used to be.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely. Because I feel that, like, even in the U.S., because obviously the U.S. historically, with all the wars and that happened, it was quite a young country for a long time, especially with like the baby boomers era
Right.
and stuff like that. But like Korea, we're an even younger generation. But I feel that came on really fast about like us not wanting to have kids, like as a country. But there are still people that feel like, you were referencing, I don't want to be single this holiday season. That's a very like Asian thing, I feel like, especially a Korean thing. To not have a significant other on the holidays is also very like.
I think also because when it comes to, for instance, Christmas, in the States, it's a family-oriented holiday, but in Korea, it's a couple-oriented.
Yeah.
So you, like all the holidays here, it's not family-oriented. It's more of an extra Valentine's Day, I
Yeah.
feel like.
I remember, because like I know exactly what you mean. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I'm so lonely, like I want to like date someone or get married or whatever. But I remember there was this one Christmas where I was all alone and all I did was eat a convenience store hamburger and a whole chocolate cake by myself on
Wait
Christmas.
a second. One whole why do I feel like I've heard this? The
I
chocolate
told
cake.
this story. It was
Yeah.
a big chocolate cake too.
Yeah, I remember
that was
this.
the only time that I ever felt that. But if you get like if you think about Christmas in Korea, like that's what you can imagine. It's like you want to go out with like your significant other or someone you have a crush on or something. It's like very romantic. You know what I mean? You ever watch dramas? Like that's what they do. So that's like where I stand on that. So I would like to be married on public holidays only. For now.
Okay. So obviously we're talking about weddings and stuff like that. So what kind of statistics did you two bring into the studio today? Who wants to go first?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of statistics on why people don't get married.
Okay.
Yeah. But like there's quite a few reasons, and a lot of them make a lot of sense to me. So wait, hold on. Let me try to find that page. I wrote it down somewhere. There it is. I'm sorry. So there's a lot of reasons why people don't get married in Korea. It was kind of hard for me to pinpoint this, but it says don't have confidence into getting married. Like they don't have the confidence to maintain that relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because a marriage is there's a lot of factors going into play. There's like career decisions, money,
If I feel that I come from a divorced family, if I feel I'm walking into a relationship that has any any sign of a divorce, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I mean, doesn't any relationship have that sign though? You don't think so?
No.
You mean
I
like
don't
a red
think so.
flag is what you're saying?
Not necessarily just red flags. I'm talking about like any factor that I could see that could not help us go. Then the reason why I say this is because, and I feel that not just Korea, because I've actually been watching a lot of different types of Asian dramas, and I've been noticing that like in China, I think you've been there in Japan as well, even like Thailand and the Philippines, a lot of other Asian countries, I've noticed that people get married if there's certain boxes that are checked off.
Right.
And
Checklist.
and that's why like wedding applications in Korea, that's why I think like dating apps and stuff like that, these are all there because like some consumer is falling into that
Right.
consumption. But I don't think I could ever walk into a relationship or even a wedding or a marriage that I would have to negotiate that kind of terms.
Or like, you know, like, what do you call it? Bacho.
Yeah.
What's
I
that in
mean,
English?
like you can compromise in a marriage like that. Obviously, any relationship is about compromise and finding middle ground. I'm not saying that, you know, fighting would be. I don't think if fighting would be my red flag. I'm talking about like, oh, so I brought this into the wedding. Yeah, you're bringing this. If that ever happens in the conversation, which normally ends up happening in Korea, just like because of the cultural
Right.
the aspect, I don't think I could get married.
Really?
If I see, because I know how sticky and icky and disgusting divorces can get.
Right.
And that's, I mean, and I was only just one kid, and there was
Right.
not a lot of assets to be divided. But if there's a lot of assets to be divided,
It's a headache.
oh no, I don't want to go through the legal fees.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with you also in that, you know, you're very black and white when it comes to this sort of thing, right? Like it's cut and dry.
I think it's because I've just seen too much.
Yeah.
Right.
And I come from Southern California. We're the divorce capital.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
There's a lot going on in Southern California.
I think at least like 30% or 50% are the celebrities.
Oh, maybe.
Probably. But I think there's also because there's just a lot of more richer people
Yeah.
residing in California. I don't know. But
imagine.
there's just a lot of lawsuits in California. And so, you know, unfortunately, if you live in California, maybe it's just because of the way I was raised. I've been in the courtrooms back and forth. And so when it comes to this kind of stuff, like just the confidence in actually sticking with the marriage, I kind of understand that. Okay, so what else do we have?
All right, so we also have one that, you know, I'm going to quickly glance over this one. This was that what I have going on is I just want to enjoy my life. I want to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. Now, number 4, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but you just don't want to commit to one person. You know what I mean? Like, you know, basically, if you get married, the intention is that you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person.
Right.
You know, when you do get married, that's the intention. It doesn't always work out, but
Right.
you know, and some people just don't like being tied down like that. Like you feel suffocated. I used to feel that way. I'm not married, by the way, but I used to feel that way. I would be like, if I got into a relationship, then I'd be like, I'm tied down. Like I feel suffocated. Like, you know, I can't do what I want. I mean, meanwhile, it was just me overthinking.
Right.
Oh, look, did I just come out on this show and say that I dated someone? That's the first time I've ever done that. Because I used to say theoretically a lot. But
That means he is tired.
yeah, woo. Oh my God. Yeah, and getting married is an expensive ordeal.
It is.
You know,
expensive.
I mean, I don't know, like weddings, it depends on what kind of wedding you have. I mean, they don't always have to be expensive, but when you get married, you know, your tax brackets change and all that stuff, you know.
How much,
different.
speaking of weddings, Tia, how much are you willing to spend on a wedding? Dress, venue, honeymoon included.
Honestly, ideally, I just want to get married at a church.
I mean, that's free, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it not?
I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it depends on what church you're going to.
But
If you go to like a church itself and there's a pastor that's like, so let's say Tia goes to a certain church, she is a part of like a church.
Yeah, if
and
you're
there-
part of
you
the
know,
community.
If you're part of the community and there's like, you know the pastor, you're not just like hiring the pastor.
Right.
A lot of the times it's either free or a very like
right.
cheap price.
Right.
And then like you have the venue, so like you can like just rent the
Yeah.
venue or like, make a quote unquote donation to the church, that kind of stuff. But
Right.
yeah, okay, so with that, but like dress, food, honeymoon included.
Honestly, not more than 5,000.
Boo! A dress is more than $1,000.
These days, I've checked them just out of curiosity. You can get a nice dress for just 1,000.
Oh, you can get for
Yeah.
cheaper, but I'm just saying that.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
how Tia segued in there. The actual truth is that she's going to ask you to make it. Because that is what the cost of materials, labor fees.
I could do it for 1,000. But anyway,
Look at her go. She's so confident.
Joel, what about you?
Um,
Because like for guys, I've been hearing that a lot of guys have started engagement ring funds. So
Really?
so they're starting to put like savings money away because a lot of times the girls ask for really expensive rings. So
Which I personally,
so like, you know, they think that most of the time it's going to be like 10K.
yeah.
oh my God.
At least. So yeah, they start putting money away.
10K. I'm not the man for you.
I've seen videos.
You find someone else.
I've seen videos of
No way.
this kind of stuff like online, where like the guy gives the girl a wedding ring, and she's like, "How much is it?"
Oh yeah.
It's like
See, I
it's
don't
gotta
like
be more
that.
than 10K. I don't like it either. I'm like,
No, but that's a little much.
you're
I mean,
making your relationship money.
yeah, you can't put a price on that.
So I've said this on my show before. So dear future husband, dear future husband, I just need a big rock, and I know that you can get a bigger rock for cheap. There's lab made or
Yeah.
man made gems these days that are real. They're just made
In the lab.
in a lab. They are bigger. They are clearer. And
a lot cheaper.
and a whole lot cheaper, about like a tenth of the price than normally. So yeah, there's that way. And I've always like every significant other that I've had, just like for like just for fun, I've always been like, so I have a few rings
Okay.
that you can take designs from, and you
outlining
can you can take it to a wholesale jeweler, and they will probably give you a very similar one for like a tenth of the price. So like I don't need a 10K ring, but I want it to look like a 10K
Right.
ring.
There you
Right.
go.
But I don't need it to be fake. I just need it to be big.
Yeah.
So, dear future husband,
Isak wants a boulder on her ring.
exactly. No, I need to be like, oh, it's so heavy. Woo, look at that.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Estamos escuchando Arirang Radio desde Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Where are you listening from? Let us know. Leave it at arirangradio.com.
Tia, what did you bring today for our marriage talk? Because everybody's feeling the pressure, especially Coffeeboy with "Can I Get Married?" 장가 갈 수 있을까? Which is our song for today.
It's so sad. But so I brought in the opposite of what Joel brought in.
Okay.
So moments where people felt, oh, I can get married.
Okay.
So number one, which came into like 20%, was when they notice that their partner loves them more than themselves.
Aww.
So they feel the real love. Like, this person really cares about me even more than themselves. Number two came in pretty close at 17.8%, which was when, I don't know if it's a good one to go at, but when you feel lonely at the end of a day.
Okay.
So
That's
pretty
normally
high
a
up
red
there.
flag, but okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't get married if you're feeling like that. Number three came into when you feel like your partner is the person that you've loved the most in your whole life. So you've never loved anyone like you've loved them.
Okay.
Okay.
Then number four was when you really find joy in just spending simple time with your partner.
Okay.
Number five is etc. So I don't know. It
Etc.
literally says just other. 6 is, this is a little weird, but when you feel like you're never going to meet anyone
Better?
not better, but like better looking.
Oh.
That came in at 6.
Okay.
And yeah, it's pretty shocking. And number 7 was when you see your parents getting older.
Okay. That could be.
I think that's a very Asian thing,
Yeah, it's a
too.
societal thing.
I think so too, because they want to get married before so their parents can see their marriage and
And
the
like,
kids.
have the kids and stuff like
Well,
that.
I'm definitely taking away one thing from this. Is that I'm never getting married because I don't love anybody more than myself. So I don't know.
No, actually, I was talking with one of my friends. She's from the UK, and she was stating the interesting fact that she has a Korean friend who just started dating somebody, and they're kind of at this age that we're talking about. Like, the male is feeling a little bit of pressure to get married, so the dating mentality right now is the guy is looking for a future wife. The girl is just looking for a boyfriend.
Okay.
And my friend is friends with the girl.
Right.
Okay.
So already their mentality is off
Yeah.
on a
Right.
different, it's like on wrong foot.
Yeah.
And so he's getting really serious really fast, where she's just trying to have some fun. And then just my friend was finding it very interesting about the conversation about how what she would normally think is red flags in the UK,
Right.
like in Western culture,
Right.
is so accepted in Korea. For instance,
okay.
the obsessiveness.
Oh, that is a red flag.
But it's so common in Korea.
Yeah.
Like, when your boyfriend or significant other constantly wants to see you, the intense calling, like all of the stuff that we would normally think of as like very high school puppy love type of mentality is accepted at a very late age in Korea.
True.
And it's
wanted too.
Yeah, it's wanted too. Like women in Korea have been like, you will get in a fight like, why are you not calling me? Like why aren't you keeping me updated? And it's just like,
why aren't you hovering over me?
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Why though?
Because
I don't
like they want to be like I've talked to a few people that feel like this. They want to be loved the most. They want their attention on them.
Right. They want to be the number one priority in your life.
Wow.
And I think it's just like how you approach it is different. I mean, I kind of want the same thing in a relationship, but I feel that it's like, I want it to, but it's a different perspective of I want to be the best friend. I want to be the number one priority.
Right.
So like, I want you to be eager to tell me what's going on.
Right.
Like I want you to be like, yo babe, I just woke up. Hope you have a great day. Like, oh my God, guess what? Like I want to be the BFF. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
right.
even though we're dating, like I want to be like, yo babe, I just had the most delicious lunch. I hope you have a great lunch today. You know what I mean? Like I want to be the BFF.
Right.
Right.
And so that's what I think a lot of the girls, like it's just how it's
Gone at.
right, how people articulate it. Because I feel a lot of times like Korean women just like me, but that's not what they mean.
Yeah, no, I think it's because I've seen this a lot, and I've actually had people come to me and ask me for my opinion on things, like it's like obsessive behavior. What do I do? And I'm like, I'm really cold about it. I'm like, look, that ain't normal. Like,
But yeah, and that's the
But it
thing.
is
But it
normal.
is because it is so normal
know.
in Korea, and a lot of that list very normal in Korea. Whereas in Western cultures, people would be like, "You crazy? That's why you're single."
that's really fascinating. I wonder why that is. Like, why is it not like that in another place, but it's like that here? Like, I wonder what
I think
aspects of
it's
society created that.
the dramas.
What do you mean, like the TV dramas?
Yeah.
Possibly.
That, and also I think that Korea, I feel that it's not that we over baby our adults, but I feel that in a lot of Asian countries, it is normal to live with your parents before you officially get married and even after you get married. So the rite of passage of like, making that next step into marriagehood is everything is kind of told to you after you get married, if that makes any
Right.
sense. So I feel that no matter the age, I feel that the maturity level of dating is definitely a lot innocent
Right.
compared to other countries.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I find it pretty fascinating though, because well, I guess not. I guess we'll carry on next week.
We need another marriage song so we can start talking about marriages again.
We were cut too short.
I wasn't even
course.
looking. I was looking at the time. I wasn't even thinking that the show was ending. Oh my.
Right, definitely. Okay, so of course these two are going to be joining us back in the studio next week. Remember, this month only we're having them on Tuesdays. See you guys next week. Bye. I hope you enjoyed listening to K-Poppin's Casa Love today. Don't forget to come back for more fun content on Arirang Radio.